So guys, boom, according to Emoni Bates, the top 6 schools that's actually in contention of schools that he potentially will commit to are schools like Michigan, Seton Hall, Arkansas, Depaul, Louisville, and Eastern Michigan. Now, according to Adam Lagoria, hopefully I'm saying his name right, he actually tweeted out about last month, I'm told not to expect any news on Emoni Bates' future until about mid-June. Now, I don't know when you're watching this video, but check the date. But to me, guys, it's actually June 9th and June 10th as I'm actually recording this video. And you watch this video, you already know what that means. TikTok, this man Emoni Bates, time is ticking. And guys, real quick, you watching this video, like I said, it is about to be mid-June, and I want to know your personal opinion on what school do you personally think that Emoni Bates is going to transfer to. Like I said, we have Michigan, Arkansas, Seton Hall, DePaul, Louisville, and Eastern Michigan. Now, my personal opinion, like I said, Emoni Bates has a huge decision to make, just because I think this honestly could be a make or break year for him, especially as it pertains to how NBA teams are going to view a player like Emoni Bates. I'm telling you, there's so many factors whenever it comes to Emoni Bates' decision, right? Or at least I hope that he's thinking of. Is he thinking, should I go to a school where I can showcase my skill? Can I go to a school where I can go for a vengeance and average close to over 20 points a game? Should I go to a school where I can be showcased as a role player and potentially make it to the March Madness tournament, potentially the NCAA finals? Guys, I'm telling you, there's so many factors as it pertains to Emoni Bates' decision. And just from the perception of the type of player that Emoni Bates has been ever since he was about 15, people look at Emoni Bates as a superstar, a guy you can just give the ball to and say, go give me a bucket. He's a guy that teams are more likely to be a guy to build your team around. Whenever he was in high school, Emoni Bates just had that it factor. There was so many great qualities that Emoni Bates just possessed. So in my personal opinion, he needs to go to a school where he can really showcase that to be a potential lottery pick in the next year's draft. Unless that's just the type of player that Emoni Bates may not be. Like I said, everything in this world is all about perception. Just because the media and the masses perceive you as this type of player does not mean you are that type of player. For example, Andrew Wiggins. Everybody thought, trust me, he's my favorite player. I've been a huge advocate, so I'm telling you, this dude is ready to go. But Andrew Wiggins, whenever he was in high school, he drew the same type of comparisons just like Emoni Bates. He's the next Kobe, he's the next Kevin Durant, he's the next phenom, this and that. Whenever he went to the league, he had a great first, second, third year in my personal opinion. But the expectations for Emoni Bates was to be this crazy NBA superstar that's going to be the next Kobe, LeBron type of player. But that's just not the type of player that Emoni Bates ended up becoming. And now, in my personal opinion, he's definitely better than an average role player in the NBA that can definitely help many teams in the NBA, like how we are seeing with the Golden State Warriors. Guys, like I said, it's very important to mention that, just because we need to understand the type of player that Emoni Bates is. Is he really this scorer? Is he really this superstar type of player? Or is he a guy that can be a great role player or a six-man for your team? But guys, like I said, Emoni Bates has narrowed his schools to about 6, as we stated earlier on in this video. Now, I feel like there's been so many little hints of him going to a lot of these schools. I mean, as you guys have seen, he's been in the state of Michigan playing a lot of open runs and practice runs and stuff like that. He's been wearing Eastern Michigan shorts, which is another school that's actually in his top 6. Obviously, he's from the state of Michigan, so he potentially could go there. I actually haven't really heard too much about schools like Arkansas and Seton Hall, but the school and the main school that I've been seeing with Emoni Bates of where he could be going to is actually Louisville University. And I'm not gonna lie, I honestly feel like Louisville, there's a high chance that he potentially could go to that school. I mean, not just because I feel like he fits the play style with that program, but I do feel like, just from what I've been seeing from many scouts and a lot of insiders and people that actually know Emoni Bates, and even the crystal ball, it even says that he potentially could be going to Louisville. And as you guys know, those crystal balls are usually pretty accurate. I do feel like there's a lot of things that could potentially impact where Emoni Bates is going. I mean, according to CBS Sports, one of their analysts actually mentioned something that was very important as it pertains to Emoni Bates' dad and how that could potentially impact where Emoni Bates is going. Now, according to Gary Parrish, he actually said that, you know, parenting is very hard. I say this as a father. We don't always make the best decision, myself included, but I say that to say that I do think that Emoni Bates' father has probably done him a big disservice. At least in the development phase in his career, at 15 years old, Emoni Bates looked like the best 15-year-old in the world and one of the best 15-year-olds that we've seen in a long time. Then they actually built him a prep school. They also built a grassroots team around him. Instead of just going and playing with other great players and getting great coaching, they just built so many things around Emoni Bates and him being the centerpiece of it. So he did spend the last few years not playing with comparable talent and not getting legitimate coaching. Now, I do feel like this is definitely something to dissect very, very quickly. I do want to say that I don't think that his father did him a disservice. I mean, we wouldn't be knowing Emoni Bates if he wasn't put in these positions to be the player that he is today. So I don't think the word disservice was actually a good word choice to use, in my personal opinion, just because we do got to clap it up for Emoni Bates' father and Emoni Bates as a whole. Emoni Bates has really showcased throughout his entire high school career that he can be that guy. I understand what happened at Memphis was just not something that we all expected, but that's just not a reason to really ride out a guy with the talent of Emoni Bates, at least in my personal opinion. I also don't agree with the fact that just because they built a centerpiece around Emoni Bates of why he's not successful, solely on the fact that I'm pretty sure the analyst before Emoni Bates went to Memphis, he didn't say a single word of oh, why is Emoni Bates, why are they building a school around him, this and that. So to me, it really just looks like he's just switching up his energy once he's seen something did go a little wrong. So I don't feel like we should just bash Emoni Bates for just him going to Ipsy Prep and just being coached by his dad for majority of his basketball career. So I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. I really don't think that his dad's decision or his antics is really going to impact of what school Emoni Bates does go to. But like I said, that's just my personal opinion. But you watching this video, I do want to know your opinions on Emoni Bates and what school do you think that he's potentially going to be going to. I do want to also know, what do you think are some of the factors that are going to impact Emoni Bates' decision to go to any of these 6 schools? Just comment down below, guys, and let's get a great basketball conversation started. Made it to the end, please make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join the free Discord, the basketball Discord, if you enjoy basketball content just like this. We talk about the latest news, the NBA finals, inside, all that. Just join the free Discord, link is in the description, do all that fun stuff. And yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. It's been an episode of Juice Made TV. Peace.